Okay, we're into the third match of the league. Oh, another one-land hand. What is going on with my life? I've got two cyclers. I anticipate, so it's a little bit risky, but I'm going to keep it because we've also got the Fray Insanity. If we hit a land, then it's a pretty awesome hand. So sometimes you just got to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. We're just certainly going to cycle the Compelling Argument on his turn, see what he's playing first. Inspiring Vantage, some aggressive bullshit, so let's see what we can find. Hopefully a land. Yay! Now we are just going to do nothing. We're going to hold up Censor and Anticipate. If he tries to play like a Heart of Kieran, we're just going to counter it. If he doesn't do anything threatening, then we're going to Anticipate. Looks like it's a Heart of Kieran though. Yep. Bye bye, hit me for one. Would you like to pay one? I hate the fact that this thing's like gives you the option to pay. Like, do you want to pay one? And when you're tapped out, it's like no. So no land, which is frustration. But I couldn't let that resolve. It's just horrible if it resolves. I think I just want to anticipate for land. Play on tap land, play Minister. Next time, play the Fray Insanity. Yeah. I'm going to take the island because I just don't want to take pain. So, also if he doesn't have an artifact, this blocks Toolcraft pretty well. So is he just playing red-white vehicles? Is it Mardu vehicles? Is it? Don't know. But yeah, so that's good. He doesn't have an artifact. There's nothing to get through the Minister. Oh wait, he might have the little Fraben Inspector. No, he doesn't. That's good. Definitely glad I counted that heart, otherwise I'd be beat down. So I could just hold up Supreme Will, but like for Gideon or something. But I think I just need to land this thing. It's too important to get my own game plan going, so I'm just going to land it and so go. Because now it's in play, like my entire deck comes to life sort of thing. That's another reason why I'm not overstruck on Supreme Will and was considering cutting the two main deck Supreme Wills and putting like a couple of negates in or something instead. But I don't know. If he does play Gideon, he probably okay. He's not going to play Gideon, or at least not Elias Zendikar. It's still no artifact, so that's really good because it just shuts off these things. It shuts off unlicensed disintegration. I'm not going to block here. No. I could trade off, but there's just no real reason to. I've got lots of activations of the Minister to mill him. It's also holding off the Toolcrafts until he finds an artifact. So the trigger on the stack, we're going to activate the Minister. Put 3 cards in. Oh, there's the unlicensed disintegration. Another land is good because it enables me to play the Scribe and hold up Supreme Will. So we will do that. Play the Scribe. Haven't got Delirium yet, but got Sorcery and Instant in there. Just need to get a land, creature, possibility of a Fray Insanity getting milled over by the wind. Another unlicensed, yeah, so he is definitely playing the Gideon as expected. Mill you for another 3. Now you can see why it's so important just to slam Fray Insanity. Pretty much not every single time it's correct, especially when you're playing against control. It's not always correct just to slam it down when you're running counter spells to protect it. But generally, you just want to slam this down. And the problem with when sometimes you mill, sometimes you give your opponent like some value. I guess we go to begin the combat here, and then I think if I bounce the Scrap Heap, does this? Oh, but he's got another one in the graveyard. I suppose it doesn't really make much difference then, does it? Oh, I'll just let it resolve him. So here, just attacking with everything. I think I might trade off now for the Veteran Motorist and get another mill in. Take 6 down to 10. Mil, because this is the trade-off means there's 4 cards, which means another 4 cards from Frey Insanity. If he tries to play anything, I can Supreme Will it. Could Supreme Will that, or I could always bounce it as well. Kind of like Supreme Willing. Could also just do nothing, Supreme Will, look at the top 4, try and find a thing, you know what I mean. Startled Awake. If I don't, I could just be dead next turn though. It's a tough one, tough one. I think I let it resolve. I got Winds of Rebuke to bounce some stuff, and I've got a blocker. I think we just let it resolve and use the Supreme Will to dig for a Startled Awake and try and win like that. I'm not sure if this is correct, but we will see soon enough. It's gonna be close. Gonna be close. Come on. You got literally nothing to respond to. Just let me look at the top 4 cards. I hate when people like this. Just F6. You're clearly doing absolutely nothing. I suppose you could crew this for some bizarre reason if you really wanted to, but I really don't think that's ever going to happen. Just F6. I don't care about your bloody 8th Sphere Harvester garbage. It's going down to 29 here. If I find land plus Startled Awake, that's the best possible outcome. I'm pretty sure I'd win the game like that. Has got to be careful with the disintegration though. It's possible I could have blocked there just to play around it actually. I'd still be at 13 life. I don't know. Okay, well, none of this is very good. Might just be anticipate. Minister also blocks. Illumination doesn't really do much, just sort of cycles itself, but maybe it's Minister just as a blocker. Yeah, we'll take the Minister. So they go down to 29 cards. Don't know what's happened to this guy. Is he just like double queuing all of a sudden? It's like, I don't know. He's just slowed right up. This game has had a good pace to it, and now it's just like, okay. Well, that's actually a pretty decent draw because now I can actually cast all of these things. That is a good draw. Play the Minister. By the way, Winds of Rebuke is also good against like various cards because you can use it on your own Frey Insanity to protect it if they have a removal spell for it. You can just bounce your own thing. It's sometimes worth noting. I think I'm going to use 1 Rebuke now, just on the off chance I hit Delirium for the Scribe. Not sure what the best thing to bounce is. Could just be the Harvester. Maybe just a Scrap Heap because whatever. Yeah, so let's do this now because I might mill over a land, which makes me have Delirium, and the Manic Scribe will then be online, which is exactly what happened. I milled over 2 lands, so now I can just F6 to there, mill him for another 2, and then mill him for another 3 in his upkeep. This game is close, I'll say that much. He's got Glorybringer in the deck. So he's down to 21 cards now. I've got this with Delirium, got this on the untap, I've got this. Things are going well, but you know, you could have anything really to just blow me out of the water, but we'll see. We will see. My friend is also playing a Grixis Emerge deck, and he's playing like prize amalgams and haunted deads, so obviously milling over all the haunted deads and prize amalgams is really bad against that. So there are some decks where it can be awkward against. Interesting. So if I bounce my own dude, might be worth it. But then also bouncing Toolcraft. He's going to play his 3/2 Scrounger thing. Yeah, then I'm just chump block with the Minister. I think I have to just let this resolve. Although I suppose bouncing this is kind of the same thing as... No, actually I think bouncing might be better because I'm taking 3 if I just let it resolve, go down to 7. He plays the Scrounger, cruise, attacks everything. I have to block anyway. The next turn I can play the Manic Scribe again. He's already milling 3 here. 4, so he goes down to 17. Play this. I do 6, he goes to 11. Upkeep, he goes to 5. So I'm going to have to draw something. Oh no, he goes... okay. I think it's very, very close either way, but I think it's worth it to try and save it. I did miss the maths with the Windsor Rebuke. I have a feeling this might only take him down to 1 card, this line, but also if he has Fatal Push, then it gets a lot worse. But I feel like this might be good. If this resolves, because I'm 5, 6. Oh yeah, because of course 6. It's so hard to do maths, man. Playing this in real life is going to be difficult. So there's 6. He goes down to 13. I then play this again and builds another 6. I think I might actually have him dead here. He's just doing that. Okay. So he cruise. He hits me. I'm going down to 1 life here. Then if I let him, the problem is if he has another. How many unlicensed have we gone through? 1, 2. So he's got 1 more in his deck likely. So do I go to 1? That is a question. Right, 6. He's going down to 13. I play the Scribe. He goes to 10. That triggers the Sanity. He goes down to 7. Upkeep. Goes to 3. That's not enough. I think the likelihood of him having the 4th Disintegration in his hand is low enough that I am actually just going to go to 1 life here and hope we can get there. Because I need the activation of the Minister to try and win. That's why I'm not blocking. If he has the last and unlicensed in his hand, then so be it. Censor isn't the best draw in the world. I suppose there's no real reason I could just cycle, just because I might hit Startled Awake. Free Insanity. That's interesting. But if I play that, I mill him for 6. 3. I mill him for 3. And this triggers. I mill him for 6. And I mill him for another 6. Here he goes to 1 card in hand. So I think if I play this, I think I just have to play this. Maths is hard. Magic is hard. Right, let me actually work this out. So, I mean, I can't do anything else. This is the only play I've got, so it's going to be 3, 6. I mean, another 6. Yeah, this is lethal as long as he doesn't have the 4th Disintegration or like a shock or something random in his hand. Still haven't seen that 4th one. If he has unlicensed Disintegration, it's going to be absolutely brutal, but there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah, we just have to pass a turn and hope. So he goes down to 1 card. This triggers in his upkeep. He goes down to 0. And does he have the unlicensed? No, he doesn't. Woohoo! We win! Game 3. Or game 2? I can't remember. This is game 2, isn't it? I've forgotten. That's a long game. Cool. I'm going to pause the recording here whilst I sideboard and back in it. Okay, and this is how I've sideboarded. I brought in 3 negates. I was tempted to bring the 4th one. I've just got an Illumination and a couple of Supreme Wills on the draw. Not sure I really want Essence Scatter or Expertise, to be honest. Expertise is like an alright out, I guess, but we're just going to go with this. Into game 2 we go. That was a really, really tight, interesting game. Going down to 1 life, and then killing him in his own like upkeep. Pretty cool. This is a good-ish hand. Like on the play, it'd be 10 times better, but on the draw, it's reasonable. Like I'm gonna keep it. If he just has like the draw where he goes like Toolcraft into Heart of Kieran into whatever into Gideon, then I'm just dead probably. But looks like he doesn't have that, which is good. Oh, that's a good draw. Can cycle that. Perfect. Let's see what he's got. I don't know if he's gonna. He shouldn't be like going big. He should just stay as low to the ground as possible and try and kill me as quickly as possible. Oh, we've got the turn 5 kill here if there's no interaction. Okay, this is looking good. If he doesn't have any way to deal with the Fray Insanities, which is possible, he might have Anguished Unmaken or something. I don't know. But if he doesn't, then we can literally turn 3 play the Sanity. Turn 4, play the Sanity. Turn 5, awaken him for 52 cards. Just so we can stay alive in that amount of time. Because we're gonna get beat down a lot here. Let's see what we can find. Another Fray Insanity. I mean, these islands aren't really doing anything, so I guess we just take the another Sanity. Sensor. See, this is like where the problem comes in, being on the draw, because he can just go land Gideon and basically make us dead before we can actually combo him off. But I'm not just gonna like sit here and hold up Sensor in the hope that I can get a Gideon, because that is a losing proposition if he has anything other than Gideon. I mean, if he has Gideon, then it's really bad. But yeah, it looks like he has Gideon. Oh no, he's just pumping this. That is probably the best thing I could have hoped for. So we're down to 9. 3, 4, 5, 6. Might actually have him here, so that he hits me for 5, 6. If he does something, yeah, I guess we're just going to play another one of these and hope to kill him next turn then. Suppose I could have strictly could have just cycled the Sensor beforehand, see if there's anything better I want to do. But no, we're going to kill him next turn if he doesn't have something to deal to either kill us or if he goes land Glorybringer, then that'll be enough. But otherwise he's just dead to the turn 5 combo. Okay, what you got? What have you got? The fact that he literally took his entire last turn just to pump with Pia has given us a very real chance of winning this. Okay, he's gone straight to combat. This looks promising. Maybe he's just got a bunch of removal spells. Yeah, he's just pumping again. This is looking pretty good. Oh no, this is actually... Oh wait. I suppose he could have negate. That would be pretty sick. Drew my own negate, but I haven't got time to like play around shenanigans. I could play Fray Insanity, play my argument, that'd be 5, 10, 20, 40. No, it wouldn't be enough. I think I just have to go for it here. If he has negate, like, whatever, but otherwise I just win. So, let's try that. Let's try winning the game. Does he have a negate? Dun, 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 dun. No, he doesn't. So, do we win? Have you got something in your upkeep that stops you from dying? Because I just put 52 cards of your library into your graveyard. What have you got? What have you got? I can't think of anything really apart from like shock. But it doesn't look like he has that in his deck, so I'm pretty sure we got the win here. He has to kill us in his upkeep. That was a good game. Whatever happened here, that was a good game. Yeah, we won the game. Cool. Yeah, so another victory for us. We'll move on with the league and move on with life. See you in the next game.